And just to remind you, the Associated Press is projecting that former President Donald Trump is the winner of the Iowa caucuses. These are projected results. They're not the official results yet. In fact, we are still waiting on about 5% of the vote. But the latest numbers that we have show, here we go, Donald Trump with 51% of the vote. Interesting here, look at 2 and 3, Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley. They're pretty close right there. So we've been saying this is a fight for second place, and it's still playing out. So we'll keep an eye on those numbers. We're going to head out to the Iowa Event Center, where Chenue is covering the Trump camp for an update on what we're hearing out of that camp. And we know former President Trump just gave a speech, has a very energetic audience with him tonight. A lot of happy people in that room.
Yeah, the Donald Trump watch party was full of energy. Everyone's excited because of his projected win tonight. He thanked a lot of Iowans during his speech. He thanked Attorney General Brenna Byrd, praising her for what he says she, quote, broke away from the pack when she chose to endorse him, and broke away from Governor Kim Reynolds, who endorsed Ron DeSantis. He also thanked State Senator Brad Zahn. And the big news that came out of his speech was him thanking Vivek Ramaswamy, who now has dropped out of the race and endorsed Trump. So that's been the biggest development over the last half hour or so. He picks up another big endorsement this week. This week now, Donald Trump has picked up endorsements from Vivek Ramaswamy, Florida Senator Marco Rubio, as well as Doug Burgum. So we're really keeping an eye on that to see if anyone else in the next couple of days comes out to endorse Donald Trump and his campaign. But a big win for him here tonight with about 51% of the projected votes. Ron DeSantis second place, about 21% of those votes. And in that watch party for us tonight is Meghan MacPherson. She was there as Trump came out and spoke to the crowd. And Meghan, they were electrifying as they welcomed Trump to the stage.
Yeah, Stephanie, all eyes have been on Iowa all day, and most eyes have been on former President Donald Trump. He, of course, was the front runner in tonight's Iowa caucuses, and he came out on top, just as many people expected. I want to go back to some of those things I couldn't mention to you previously about what former President Donald Trump brought up tonight in his victory speech. Now, I had mentioned that he wanted to pay off the national debt. That's something that I heard a lot from voters tonight. One of those main concerns that I heard when I was at one of those precincts, one of the Metro Republican precincts in Des Moines earlier tonight. They want the next president to focus on getting that national debt down. Of course, it's very, very high right now, higher than it's ever been. Now, another thing that a lot of people talking about is the economy. And that is something that former President Donald Trump has been saying for several months now, that he wants to make a key focus of his if he is to come back into office. That will continue to be a huge concern with inflation as high as it is, and with what we've seen with the economy in recent years. One other big thing that Donald Trump mentioned several times in his speech is that he wants to rebuild the capital of Washington, D.C. It's really, up to anyone's interpretation of what he means by that, but that was something that he reiterated a lot and that got a lot of cheers from the crowd. And he also, of course, criticized his rivals, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, and current President Joe Biden as well. Reporting in Des Moines, Meghan MacPherson, Local 5 News.
A lot packed into that speech. All right, Meghan, thank you. We are going to take just a quick break. We'll be right back with more caucus coverage.